Aion Classic in Korea is getting a big new update on May 24th. And in front of you, you can see developer update patch notes. I will show you a little bit later exciting content which is coming with this new update. But before that, I need to show you something which you will not believe when I show you what you can see in front of you. You'll see something very interesting happening with gliding, with new update. But before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European Time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. Now let's dive into this part of live stream. In front of you, you can see I'm here on official YouTube channel of NCSoft. And you can see something extraordinary. So you'll recognize these wings from the past. Okay, these are Hyperion wings, which we were getting from Catalamaise in the past. However, color of these wings is different. Yes, you have probably noticed this. They are not blue. Originally they were blue wings, and now they're kind of yellow-orange kind of combination. However, that is not the only impressive thing about this wing, because here you can see character jumping from one platform and not flying. This is not flying, this is gliding. But what kind of gliding? This is special boosted or accelerated gliding, which will be available in a new update in Korea and one day in the future also on Aion Classic European servers. This is something extraordinary. Look at this gliding, right? It's looking amazing. But how to get these special skill actually? It's not about the wings, it's actually about the skill that you have this ability for this accelerated gliding. And not only that, another skill which you will be able to get in that new update will give you opportunity that you attack ground targets from air while flying. Yeah, you heard good. So you will fly with your wings in the game. You will see some target on the ground and you'll be able to attack that target in your form of flying. That was never before seen in World of Aion, right? Something extraordinary. So let's go back to the patch notes to show you what is happening over there in Korea. So these are big patch notes, and no, I will not read to you everything here. Don't worry about that. I will just focus on main things. So you can see here, main content are as follows. This is a rough translation, keep in mind, from Korean language to English language. So some things will not be accurate entirely. However, we'll be able to understand what we need to know, right? So versus world changes. Name of new update is Versus, right? New dungeon, Disc of Paetos. A little bit strange name, but from that new dungeon, I will show you a little bit later, everybody will be able to get that new skills. New skill, a downhill acceleration, a south skill. So these two skills are actually new skills for your state of flying, which you will be able to use in flying thing. Improved growth selection. This is basically regarding mission difficulty and improved convenience, and guide to balanced patch direction. But let's go step by step. So you have seen on that video, my character within that video was jumping from one platform and diving into battlefield. So this is new battlefield. You can see here, unlike other regions, Apeta Belustan introduced a new way to head to each base from the flying ship. So you're basically in some kind of air base, right? And you're jumping down from that air base into that map below, right? So you have seen that character gliding down over there. There will be lots of PvP battles. This is RVR kind of content. But we are actually interested into new dungeon. New dungeon, Disc of Paetos. You'll be able to enter one time per week. I still didn't see information. Is it only 6 players dungeon or 12 players or more? But I assume it's for one group. And you can see here, what is the main reward from this dungeon? To tell you right away, from this new dungeon, which will be like endgame dungeon of Aion Classic, even more hard than Throne of Dragon Lord Telos, which is a previous new dungeon introduced in Aion Classic with update 2.7, actually 2.8. You can check that video on my YouTube channel. So this will be a new endgame dungeon. Now, In this endgame dungeon, you'll be able to get actually as reward skills. You'll be able to get two different kind of skills. You can see here, first skill, which you can get as reward in that dungeon, is gliding acceleration skill. It's a movement skill that increases the speed towards the front at the maximum flight speed by pressing the rise R twice during the glide. So you have seen that during that footage, right? This is it. So this is that acceleration glide. So you're not flying, you're actually gliding. So this skill you'll be able to get as reward when you finish that new dungeon. However, this is not the only thing, right? Let's check the other thing, which is actually something really amazing, right? So second skill which you can get as reward is assault skill. It's a new style of attack that can hit targets on the ground from the air. Can you imagine that? So first time in history of Aion, that was never implemented before for the last 11, 12 years since the release of the Aion, right? While you were flying, well, I mean, this is something special, right? You can attack target on the ground from that flying position, right? So don't get me wrong, you can still now fly, let's say you're flying, right? And hit targets on the ground. But this is something different in different kind of form. You can see here one example for Enforcer. They think on a new class, I assume here on Executioner, deals a heavy blow to enemy 35 meters away. 35 meters away. Wow, what kind of distance is that, right? And knocks them back for 2 seconds. This is amazing, right? This is amazing. This is one example of this skill. Other content of this update I'm still studying. This update will be up on May 24th. That means basically in 1 week from now, about that time. There are still some other changes. Balance adjustment, that will be interesting to see. Did they check, maybe did they maybe change skills for different kind of classes, balance between classes. However, most important thing I would say are these two new skills which you can get from this new dungeon, right? That would be most important thing. New dungeon, what is the name? Disc of Paetos, new dungeon, and this RVR content, faction versus faction content, an interesting way how to participate in that content, right? Because you are actually gliding into battlefield, right? Battlefield is below you. You can see that from the start of this video. Let's check it one more time. Look at this character on platform, jumping and going down on the battlefield using gliding and this special skill, right? Acceleration gliding. This is gliding, not flying. You can see here in the right upper corner, Aion versus new update. These wings are looking so good. I remember in the past, I have already get, of course, when I was playing Catalamiza, I have get, if you have played Aion in the past also, you have then get Catalamiza wings, Hyperion wings, and they were blue, right? These wings only blue, and of course, yeah, absolutely Hyperion wings, but they didn't have this boost. You can see this, right, flame on the left and the right side. They didn't have that in the past. They were just like normal wings, right, which you will be able to use in the game. So this is something I would say extraordinary, never before seen in Aion. I mean, even now you can fly basically and attack targets on the ground, but this is something in different kind of form, right? So something exciting to see on May 24th over there in Korea. When I see more details about this, everything what is happening here with this new update, I will let you know about this on my YouTube channel and during my live streams, because of simple reason. Whatever content you can see here, right, they have in Korea, one day in the future, we'll be able to play on Aion Classic European servers. When? Who knows when? Maybe in 1 year, maybe in 2 years, one day in the future, right? But we will get this update one day in the future also in Europe, North America included, and right in general here in global market right here in the West. So something exciting is happening over there in Korea. It's really nice to see that NCSoft is really engaged into Aion Classic a lot. They are making lots of changes to the game, positive changes, bringing to us lots of new content, new dungeons, new skills. I'm really looking forward to see what will happen in the future with Aion Classic over there in Korea and also here in Europe, right? Because we should see some new classes, return of Sarpan and Tiamaranta map, many exciting more things coming in the future. For this evening, I wanted to show you this new update, general things regarding this new update, more details coming soon on my YouTube channel, and I wanted to show you here, right, on official YouTube channel of NCSoft. Look at this beauty, right? Hyperion wings, different kind of color, boosted acceleration, boosted gliding, right? Look at this. Platform, jump on the battlefield. This will be amazing. Beautiful wings. They're really beautiful, right? I had them in the past, a blue version, like Hyperion wings. If you are watching my live stream, let's go forward to the live stream. If you are watching this as video on my YouTube channel, thank you for watching the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitch to see more of MMORPG content and of course Aion Classic content in the future. I'm live streaming every evening about 7 o'clock Central European time, so join me to see some gameplay and to find out what is happening in MMORPG and PC gaming world. See you soon.